All right, all right. Move that there. I think that's fine. Let's get the stream link. Yeah, let's get the stream link. Put this out on a couple different places here. Eek. What's up, buddy? How are you? Sending it out to a couple other people. Hopefully, my sister and mi madre. Hopefully, they show up today. How you been, bud? Oh, you're at the store. Okay. Um, can you hear me? Okay, though. I just want to make sure because I went and got a brand new mic, and I want to make sure that everything's being heard properly. Yeah, you've been busy. Yeah, I bet. I bet, man. Clean. I like that. I like that. I like it when you say clean. I like it. All right. One more. I think that's good. Where I've got that there. I think that's good. Take your time, brother. Take your time. Okay, one viewer. We're kind of just chilling at the moment. I don't really have a whole lot going on. I've got one. Let's see. I've got one new deck that I want to try out, see how it goes. You can thank Moist Depression for that. He's a good dude of mine. He's a good friend of mine. Spencer, as I've probably called him one too many times in chat, completely doxing my best friend. So yeah, we're doing all right, man. We're having fun with it. I do have one other person. She probably will not join, but I got one other person that I wouldn't mind knowing what's going on. We're doing things around here, having fun. We're having fun. All right. I want to get a couple more games in with Grimmsnarl. I want to put that out on the. I want to put that out, so I want to do a couple more games with it. Huh? Do I like? I don't think I like that. Let me open it. Let me get these properties. I don't know that I like clean. I think I liked the box version better. You know what's a banana? I do know what's a banana split actually. How are you, bud? It's good to see you. Did I put that out? Is Mac the Cheese able to watch there, bud, or is it kind of just she doing her own thing today, or is she about ready to go to bed? Actually, now I'm thinking about it because she's got work tomorrow. Okay, my turn. Repairing drywall all day. Well, that's no fun. Yeah, she went to bed. That's what I figured. I guess we're getting rid of some of this stuff here because we absolutely have to start the game off right. So we're doing this. This is how we're going to do it. Throw that down, put that there, and we'll go ahead and end our turn, see how we do. So yeah, with this deck, I know that's one of my. It's the thing that and I'm kind of more talking to anybody else that's listening, not necessarily just you. I'm kind of fat, not just necessarily you, Spencer. Um, okay, so this drops the Cleffa to get two. No, okay, to get one more than that. Okay, but he wants to get out of. Okay, he wants to get out of active. I don't know that I'd have done that, but only because I know I know what's there. But anyway, so this deck is spread deck, and it's one of my favorite decks. I've been using it pretty regularly for a while now. I'm actually not upset with that, um, at all. And I would have probably, if I were him, I'd have ended up saving that boss if it were me. Let's go ahead and get more imps. Do we want more imp? And yeah, we want Snorunt. We can Morgrim here. That's fine with me. And then we just research. Um, okay, getting quite a bit actually. We can drop this. I don't mind getting rid of the Badoo, a counter catcher. Do I want anything from Arven? I don't think I want anything from Arven. I think actually I think Iono. Getting rid of Iono here is actually the smartest play. Supporter wise, we can wait. I don't mind getting the. Let's see. Actually, let's get TM Evo. Let's get Spikemuth. First off, let's see if we've got. Okay, we've got a Morgrim, so we can do that. The supporter here is going to be another research, and the item. You know what? Let's hit the venture bond. No, let's get the vessel. Let's get the vessel. I don't hate this here. Spikemuth into a Grimmsnarl. Earthen Vessel off this Arven. Just getting one, because we're going to have a Grimmsnarl. Just getting the one here. Holding this, I think, is fine. Because we can then potentially get into... No, we're going to have to use it anyway. But we'll grab this, and then we'll go ahead and Evolution here. I don't necessarily need to kill Cleffa, but we'll add those there. We've got the Frostlass going, and we've got the Morgrim. So I didn't need to take the Cleffa because I don't want to give Charizard extra damage, even though our Grimmsnarls are going to be fine. They're not going to be, anything we need to truly worry about, but I wanted to make sure that we're not giving them too much too quickly. That's a big deal for me. I also want to be able to potentially use this counter catcher correctly, and also the Cleffa being something that gets knocked out by Morgrim anyway, or excuse me, not Morgrim, by Grimmsnarl anyway. I feel like Cleffa is fine here. It doesn't really... Leaving Cleffa alive doesn't hurt us. He's probably going in and trying to get that Pidgeot, would be my guess, which does allow him to get the Charizard off, but I'm not as worried about that either because we haven't taken any prize cards. This one Morgrim going down is not an issue. It will also allow us the counter catcher here, so we can go into something like a Grimmsnarl, counter catcher up, whatever we want, probably this Charmeleon, because I think that's the better option. Or killing this Charizard is actually probably the better option. Two, we knock out, we keep going. we'll start moving damages even more that way. So we could even potentially set up a Charizard. We do have TM Devo, so TM Devo would also help once we get 5 over here, 3 over here, move some stuff around. TM Devo, what are you going to do about it? Potentially winning us the game because they can't catch up or can't fix anything. Okay, so the Charizard's down. We're not worried about it. Burning Darkness here does take us out, but again, we get to use the counter catcher, and we are okay with that. Hello, the one female in my fan base. How are you? So I'm not necessarily worried about the Charmeleon because it's as long as we get the 90 on it, we're gonna be okay. I don't mind this here. Okay, perfect. That's fine. Dropping that there, we'll be able to move it later. What do I want here? I actually want. I think I want Charizard inactive. Let's Grimmsnarl here. That should be fine. We'll get things started that way. We'll put 3 there and 2 there. That gets things moving. Yeah, we're going to have to Professor's Research here. Okay, we've got that. We've got the Night Stretcher here. We can go ahead and get ourselves an energy. I love that. Grimmsnarl there. TM Devo will wait. We can go ahead and move this. We can do it here. Spikemuth, it at least gets it out of the deck. And there's nothing, but that's okay. We've got 2 rare candies. We've got an Arven. Yeah, we're going to be okay. So we're done there. I don't hate this, so what we'll do is we'll throw the 30 there, and we're happy. You should put a plastic YouTube button on the wall for 300 subs and get a wooden one at 5. I would love that. Honestly, if they made them or anything like that, I would do something stupid like that. That's actually a really good idea. Captain Crunk, how are you, sir? Bernie, my friend, I miss you. I love you. How are you? The Pidgeot here doesn't really mess with a whole lot. He'll go get Charizard. Charizard's fine as long as we get the 90 on Charmeleon. The 1 will tick over for Pidgeot. We'll knock out the Pidgeot or the Pidgey underneath. We can just keep kind of moving damage until we're ready to TM Evo and deal with it that way. Okay, so this, let's see, 130 plus 180 is 210, 220. So as long as we can get... Nope, that's... Yeah, okay. So this now adding 210... That's a KO. Okay, so we are just not gonna get it here. That's some stinky poo-poos. Tell you what. I do want the imp here because I can still go get the Arven, and I'm not as worried about it. Okay, so Arven, we're definitely getting this done. Let's get this. Let's get our Defiance band. Aren't you supposed to be asleep? I'm gonna make one. I trust you. I'll give you a couple weeks, but I'm expecting it. It better be here. Um, let's rare candy the imp here. I think that's fine. No, we don't. No, we don't. TM Devo. What does that do for us? Okay, yeah, you know you're supposed to be asleep. Okay. Okay, that's good. Um Let's see. So we've got... let's see. Defiance Band isn't bad here, but we can't... Oh, I mean, we kill the Charizard, we kill... Yeah, that's fine. Let's at least kill the timer, that's fine. We can go ahead and Adrenabrain here. We'll move it from here on to Cleffa, because that'll help us get it done next time. Spikemuth does nothing. We don't have a lot here. We're fine. We'll go ahead and Shadow Bullet. And we'll put that 30 here. That'll take out both of the Charizard threats that we are seeing. That puts us down to 2. We can... Okay. Hang on now. Hang on now. Okay, so the Fez gets him something. That's fine, I think. Because we're not... I mean, we're just going to TM Devo. We're just going to move energy, retreat, TM Devo, kill the Pidgey. We should be fine. Hey, how are you, Moon Kitty? That's actually now 3 females in my fan base, and I feel like I'm an anime protagonist with a harem. That's how I feel today. I feel good about that. With a lot more, but like more sexual insecurity than an anime protagonist with a harem. Like Tenchi Muyo with like 3 degrees more of feeling weird. I'm doing good. I'm okay. Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate that. Okay, so let's... How do we figure this out? Well, so we're going to force something up, right? Actually, I think we win. I think we still win because we can monkey the Cleffa. Okay, hang on. Okay, Snorunt down because we've got the Frostlass. Let's monkey. Nope, because the 2 I only put. Yeah. Okay, let's look at Spikemuth and see what we've got. That Iono kind of messed us up. I'm not gonna lie, that Iono kind of messed us up. Really could have been using a lot more of what we had if we just got lucky with the other Iono or another boss. Okay. So let's at least move monkey damage off Grimmsnarl. We'll move it on to Fez. As of right now, he's got a lot of cards in hand. Oh, there's... Okay, only 5 of you. Okay. 8 on one, but 5 on the other. It's fine. Thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate you guys. So with this... Yeah, we don't have much. We can at least Shadow Bullet here. That does, unfortunately, take out the Cleffa. But he would have brought up Pidgeot because it's got free retreat. And we'll just spread the 30 there. That's fine. Right now, Zard's doing 300. Wee, wee, wee. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think... Yeah, now he's got it. But he only put back... How many... He's only used... He got 5 energies. So, well, no, because he can grab the... I think he can go and grab... Yeah, he'll grab the Super Rod here, would be my guess. Goes and grabs Super Rod. How many has he used or haven't gotten away with? I know he's used one. Okay, so he's got Super Rod. He's only got 3. He's spent 3 rare candies, so we might end up getting a concede here if he can't get his rare candies. Or if it's in his hand, probably. More than likely it's in his hand. Huh. He's moving slow. Normally, if you got it, you got it. That's one way you'll know if somebody has it, is if they're moving pretty quick to get to the win, they've got it in hand, and he's moving pretty slow. So I don't think he's got it just yet. Looking through there, he's probably doesn't have the rare candy, or he doesn't know how to get to it without getting to the other pieces. Okay, now the quick search comes down, which I don't know. Can he get to it is the question. He only got the Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball gets him Charizard. Rare Candy gets him into Charizard. But he's got 5 energy. Normally, I think they run, 6 is the average there. And we'll take the concede. We'll take it. Didn't have what he needed. All right, let me see what's going on here. All right. I think that'll be good. We'll try to get a little bit more Marnie's Grimmsnarl here. Ooh, we get something to collect? Ooh, I'm level 7. Look at that, guys. I'm level 7. I lied. I'm level 8. Sure, we'll collect. I want to do it. I'm telling you guys, if you are not watching Bluey right now, or don't know about Bluey, you need to learn very quickly. Bluey is the best. Muffin is best character ever. She is a toddler, and while I would not want to babysit a toddler, she is my favorite character. I will admit. I'm not saying I watch Bluey often, but I know enough Muffin quotes that I probably have seen too many episodes. So, yeah. Oh, hey, guys, look at that. I like that. I think that one came from the actual just ladder itself, but hey, that's pretty nice. I like that. I like that a lot. And I think this one came from the ladder, but I could be wrong. Let me look. Tier 10 unlocked. Yeah, that one just came from the ladder, so we're good there. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. This is pretty awesome, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Play a match with psychic Pokemon in your deck. Okay, well, I guess we'll just keep going then, because that's part of it. That is part of this because of the Munkidori. It is psychic. Make sure you're drinking water, Moon Kitty. I know you don't drink enough, so start drinking water. Victory, what's up? Not a whole lot. Chilling right now. Hear me out now. I bring Wugtrio back with the release of. I am not against that at all. I am totally for that, actually. Between reversal energy, yeah, no, I'm down. I've completed my deck. I've been working on. Okay, what deck is that? And it's a mulligan. Oh, it's a mulligan for both of us, so I'm okay with that. I don't hate mulligans. Okay, so we only got the one. They got one as well. We are going against a Dragapult deck. I don't hate that. Let's go ahead and go with Imp here. I've had 2 bottles since I woke up. Thank you. When did you wake up? First off, when did you wake up, madam? And then secondly, 2 bottles isn't enough. Just so you're aware. We'll use this. Why not? And okay, we get to move it. Don't hate this at all. We'll move it from here. Sure, on to Charmander. You've been up since 1:30, so a you've only had two bottles of water in roughly 5 hours. Yeah, but saying you'll have five more before you sleep isn't saying much because you won't go to sleep till like 4 o'clock in the morning. Come on now. Drink more water. Drink a bottle of water for me, please. That's all I need from you. Drink a bottle of water for me, please. One more. One fun deck Wugtrio would always hold. Special. I loved your Wugtrio. I've never thought it was a bad deck, so I'm all for it, buddy. Go for it. Thank you, sweetheart. You're the best. This is why we love you. Yes, we can. After this, we can go ahead and test your deck, bud. Um, to help you better test it, are you trying to test it against meta or just trying to test it for fun? Okie dokie, and not the good animal. Let's go ahead and Artisan here. I think that's fine. Let's get another monkey out. Let's get another one down there, and we can go ahead and Adrenabrain. Okay, so both. Okay. I don't hate. Yeah, we'll just move this. This is fine. Moving that there's good. We can energy. Do we want to energy switch? Let's Ultra Ball here. Let's get some things started. Let's get the Morgrem here. Morgrem down. We can then go ahead and energy switch from here to there. Research. Okay. Let's see. Night Stretcher. What do we got here? Okay. Rocket Bomb. Hey, I like that. Like that a lot. We'll go ahead and put that there. That's an extra. Now Monkey can't really do a whole lot. We've got that. Earthen Vessels are fine. Yeah, we can go ahead and we can end our turn here. I don't think we're worried about the knockout just yet. It could happen, but I don't think I'm worried about it just yet. Yeah, I don't think I'm worried about it just yet. Don't like that, though. Oh, got rid of the TM to Evo. What? Why would you not? I guess unless you don't have energy, then you wouldn't want to. Recon Directive. See what he's going to put in his hand. Could end up. Okay. Okay. Got the Arven. So first thing we're going to do, obviously, we're going to Adrenabrain here. We're going to move this 30 back onto Shaman. We're going to Artisan here. I think that's a good idea. And do I want another monkey? I think I want another monkey. We can go ahead and throw that here. Let's Arven. We can energy switch, and we can. Okay, I'm going to try to actually sleep. Have a good night. Have a good night. Please sleep well. If you can't, I'm sure that Spencer and myself will be up for quite a while, and you can always text us. All right, so actually, no. This is what I want. I want the secret box, and I think I want the rescue board. Grimmsnarl down. Yes. No, we'll leave some. We'll do it like that. So the reason I'm doing that is so that we can potentially get some more things out of here. I don't hate the rescue board in this position here. We can get rid of that. We'll get rid of the Frostlass. We'll get rid of the rare candy. We'll get rid of the earthen vessel. First thing I'm going to do, energy switch. Second thing I'm going to do for tool is going to be Spikemuth here. Oh, you know what? Let's get the TM. Is Gardevoir finally good with Munkidori? Yeah, what are you talking about? We'll get our TM Evo just to have it, and we'll get our research. We can go ahead and energy switch from here to the Munkidori. Now all of our monkeys are on board, ready to go. We'll Spikemuth here. Get the Spikemuth ready to go. Get our Impidimp. Is Dragapult good? Okay, so now you're just trolling, asking stupid questions. Let's see. What do we want here? We want to kind of keep that Frostlass, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and Shadow Bullet. Let's start something. The 30 doesn't matter. Just throw it somewhere. 30 is not sustained. Wait. No, it is sustained as long as it doesn't go onto a Pokemon. Okay. Because this doesn't protect EX. So that's why it's good to throw it on Pheasantipity here. Yes, please continue to do what you're doing. Unfair Stamp does not bother me at all. We've got another Night Stretcher, and we've got the Iono. By all means, do exactly as you want. The Unfair Stamp, though, tells me he doesn't have, like, Sparkling Crystal or anything like that, or Neo Upper, so it's going to be even harder to get this Dreepy moving properly. We can keep throwing the 30s out. So I guess keep moving the 30 from Munkidori. That's fine with me. You're only moving 30. I could potentially move 90 if you ever attack me, so we're going to be pretty happy. I like triple monkey, especially in this deck. It really is just a great way of saying deal with me. Like, do enough damage or, get monkeyed, nerd. I know I just yelled at you guys for not drinking enough water, and I'm going to be drinking a Mountain Dew here in a second, but make sure you drink enough water. Water is good for you. We like water. We'll move this 30 from here, and we'll just keep moving it on to now Pheasantipity. We're okay with that. Has 6, or will be dropped down to 6, has 7. Don't really want to do a whole lot with that. I could put it back, get us 5. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and put the Grimmsnarl back. And we will Iono. Okay. So what we can do here... let's go ahead and get the Morgrim, if we have it. We don't. That's okay. What do we have in hand? Professor Research. No, we'll go ahead and leave that in there. We'll put another Imp here. We'll put another Defiance Band on that. I don't think we need to... Yeah, we're fine. We'll go ahead and Shadow Bullet here. Put the 30 onto Pheasantipity, and we'll just try to take it out little by little, hopefully being able by the end of the game to probably take it as a 2-prize knockout by moving either damage with Monkey or in some sort of fashion doing something like that. Want to try Grimmsnarl? Do you have a list to recommend? I do, actually. I will send you my list. I like it a lot. It's one of my favorite lists out there right this second. Charizard coming down is currently doing how much? 180, 210, 240, 270. We're okay with that. With powerful colorless energy, yes. With pretty much any other energy, probably not. It'll depend. Depends about Lugia. Lugia is one of those that one is now in expanded, but it all depends on what you got going on, what you're trying to do. Okay, I don't hate Burning Darkness here. Night Stretchers. Okay. Do I want anything with the Night Stretcher? Um, no, I really don't. Which sucks because I don't have any energy to put down. That's okay though. Um, we can go ahead and just research here. I think that's fine. Okay. We'll go ahead and move. Damage. I could take out this Shaman, couldn't I? You know what? We're going to move all of it over. Okay. I don't hate this. It's going to get a knockout next turn regardless, but at least it's damage out. This Grimmsnarl goes down. We are actually setting up pretty nicely for a Charizard KO and then Fez KO. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it. Oh, Invincible's fantastic. I love Invincible. The show is great. One of my favorites, honestly. Okay, so this gets Dragapult Cloak. Okay. Okay. Bartek, you are brand new. Hello, sir. How are you? I hope things are going well. I hope things are going decently. We don't need the boss now. Actually, now I'm sitting here thinking about it. Okay, we've got Dark Energy. What we need is okay. So actually, we can get a couple things with this. This one, we move here. This one, off Imp. We take Fez out. We get 2 prize cards from here. Okay, we get a Morgrim. Morgrim comes down. We attach here. Yeah, Bartek, welcome, man. It's good to see new people, new faces, all that jazz. Do we want that? I don't think we want that. We got 1 rare candy off of potentially an Iono. Don't know that I like that. Okay, hang on. We're going to have to try it. I don't know. At least brings him down to 4, so that really hurts him here. And hey, that right there is called top deck magic. That is called never punished. I have no clue. I should have. You are correct. I absolutely should have done that. I did not. I failed that, but never punished. Yeah, no, that was not. That's not normal, everybody. That's just being. That's just being happy at this point. Like that's just luck. There's nothing to it. Honestly, there's nothing else to that. That's just luck right there. But hey, we like that. We take those. We definitely take those wins there. Um, yeah, Bartek, I should not have. I should have absolutely Iono'd before I did anything else. You are correct. Excuse me. We'll take that as well. And we're now level 12. Collecting. We did get the Ethans. I do like that card. I actually pulled that card IRL and sold it to one of my very, 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 very good friends. And Chingling and fucking Misty's Gyarados. Stupid. All right. So, Victory. I know you're ready. I know you're willing. Let's go ahead and play some. Let's go ahead and play, bud. I'm building Great Tusk Mill to have something fun to play before Wugs. I actually have that built. I have Great Tusk Mill built and ready to go. Where'd you go? There it is. We can set that active and just remember the words cargo pants. Sure. Yeah, let's try some Mill. Let's see what Mill does here. Mill's always been actually really fun, if I'm being honest. Mill's always been really fun. No, it was that I should not have won that Iono for literally the two things I needed. Absolute cinema, honestly, just cinema. People will say it's rigged, and I honestly I can't fight them on that. It was just too perfect, honestly. Great Tusk Mill here is not bad. I did not forget our match. You weren't in chat. I didn't see you lives, and you can blame Spencer. You can blame I'm Kinda Fat for this. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the Artisan rolling here. I don't mind a Dunsparce. I don't mind the Fan Rotom. I lied. Nest Ball here to get some Great Tusk going. Let's go ahead and Fan Call. Yeah, dang it, Spencer, for sure. Spencer is the problem. Yeah, we'll put those down. I don't think we need more than that right this second. We can go ahead and throw that there and end our turn. What I'm surprised to see, Victory, is that you're actually only fan number 3 right now. Currently in first place, we have Moon Kitty. Second place, we have Bartek. And then we have Victory. So I'm actually surprised. Actually, everybody looks like they're tied right now at 75 experience. So let's see who gets to take top spot. How am I the problem? Well, I mean, I'm not going to tell you how you're the problem other than the fact that we both know that you are the problem. So, like, you know, I don't know how you're third. I guess you guys are just going to have to keep going. Or I'd like to see Moon Kitty, see how she does. Let's go. Yeah, number 1. I think, personally, that YouTube is probably a little biased towards females. But that's just me. What do I know? What do I know? Not a whole lot. I definitely want the neutralization zone. I think I want Jet Energy to go to my hand. I think that's what I want here. Jamming Tower's fine. Yeah, we can go ahead and runaway draw with this Dunsparce. I don't hate that. Don't hate that at all. I'll just spam chat. Look, as long as you're spamming chat with something decent and not just like A, B, C, D, then yeah. Let's go ahead and land collapse here. I think this is fine. Oh, hey, yo, that's a big land collapse. Spencer, are you watching this right now? That's a big land collapse. Those first four right there, huge land collapse. Getting rid of the Fez, getting rid of a Maractus so that I can't retreat, getting rid of the Dracloak, another Dragapult. Things are okay. That was a great one. I am the type of guy to say, geez Louise. You're right, 100%. I'm also the type of guy who, if you can graduate, don't forget our deal, if you can graduate high school this year, not being a super senior, if you can graduate, we're going to NAIC together there, bud. For real, top tier. Well, you say that, Victory, and yet here you are, number 3. Okay, so he's got most of his Dracloaks. Let me read this real quick. Prevent all damage done. So this doesn't prevent effects like moving damage counters. And that's okay. We're okay with that. All right, another Crushing Hammer. We don't get to use it just yet. Don't Homie, I graduated a decade ago. It's your big facts. I want that. I want that. No, I want that. No, I want that. Oh, shit. Spencer, help me out here. Fuck. This is a bad explorer's guidance. I don't even know that I want the Dunsparce. No, I want the Dunsparce. The Dunsparce. Do I want the Pal Pad? I don't want the Pal Pad. I want. Let me look. 2 energies. Yeah, go back. I want the Super Rod. I want the Super Rod. I want the Super Rod. Dang it. See, that's what I was saying. That was a rough one, but we can go ahead and run away draw here. That should be fine. Sada's not bad. Handheld's good here. We can Sada and Jet Energy next turn. We can then do it. Yeah, we neutralization zone here. We have to stop them. And then we just go ahead and Great Tusk. Dunce. Dunsparce is good. I liked the Dunsparce. Okay, what did we get rid of off the top? We got their Scenario out of here. We got a Luminous Energy out of here, which is great. And then we've got a Psychic Energy out of here, which is also really good. The more recon directives that they use, the better. I like Mill, but what would another good tool... What would be another good tool? So if we're talking expanded, there's a lot of really good tools in expanded that would probably fare a slight bit better than land collapse. I don't hate this at all. Okay, that's what, triple? That's a... Oh, Neo Upper. Okay, so he's got the attack ready to go. Luckily, he's not taking out this Great Tusk, but he is killing a Fan Rotom, and we're okay with that. Is not killing the Great Tusk up front, but is killing this Fan Rotom. All 60 will go there, I would imagine. Durant Mill for expanded, big facts. Brandon, hey, buddy, how are you? You are also new. Never seen you in the chat. How are you, bud? We are safe with this neutralization zone. I'm not worried about it. Earthen Vessel's not bad. Definitely want to throw that up. We've got that. We can handheld fan another one. Let's throw that there. I don't necessarily want to put the Dunsparce down without... Hey, we'll take the concede. He knows he can't really hurt us that bad. But please keep the sneaky comments to yourself. What are you talking about? Who are you talking to? Brandon, you're over from Chef. I love Chef. He's one of my absolute favorites. Done a lot of collabs with him, and I'm definitely into him and his group coming over here. So you're more than welcome. Kick up your feet, drink some water or a Mountain Dew because, you know, you've had 4 cups of water already, and enjoy the show. It's going to be a shit show, buddy. Love you. Yes, we can. Victory. Now we can play. I promise. All right. As far as standard tools go, let's look at that real quick. As far as so let's create a new deck and just look at trainers, and we will look at tools, and we'll look at all of them. Hey, I've had 4 cups. 2 bottles is 4 cups, sir. Yeah, but you need more, you dehydrated bitch. You are not ready for whose list? So as far as what I think is good is instead of handheld fan it depends on what you're going against, but Curse Duster isn't bad, especially if you can keep their hand pretty low. But you have to be knocked out, which with Neutralization Zone, it's not really going to benefit you there. When it comes to more milling, Gravity Gemstone is also really good because you're able to trap something like a Badoo. You're forcing them to put something, even with Free Retreat, you're forcing them to put energy down onto a Pokemon so that they can retreat, which is going to use up their resources, especially in a deck where they can't even hit you in the first place. Like a Dragapult, you're able to pull up something, force it, keep it inactive, force them to use resources, and they can't really do a whole lot without spending time and energy. EXP share also pretty good in that deck, mainly because you're able to move, say something, for example, one of your Great Tusk goes down, you move over, attach 1 energy, you're good to go, you keep rolling, you keep fighting. Yes, you do have Sawdust to kind of help with your energy issues, but EXP share also pretty darn good. Let's really right now that's kind of where we're sitting. I would say are the ones that you'd really kind of want to put on there. You can also put a Bravery Charm or 2 in there, going from 140 to 190 is not terrible. You can also put Ancient Booster on it, going from 140 to 200, also not terrible. That's where I would probably say you need to look at it. Luxury Cape's not bad, going from 140 to 240, but you're also worth 2 prizes now. But then again, with your ability to not get hurt by EX Pokemon with your Neutralization Zone, this will also help against the Dragapult, but again, so will the 60 from Ancient. Other than that, I really don't think there's a whole lot. I mean, you could be adding damage like Rocky Helmets. You could add the chest plate, but really that's not going to mess with a whole lot. That's not really going to help. So if you're talking about what I think tools should go into, it should definitely be handheld, because then you can also, even if you do get hit by a Dragapult, you can start moving their energy all around to the point that they don't have energy to move around. You can move their Neo Upper Energy and move it over to a Badoo, which does nothing for them, and then they have to get rid of that, or they just can't use that. So honestly, handheld is kind of the best of both worlds. It's going to use up their resources, but it's also going to move their resources to make them useless. So I think Handheld Fan is probably the best, followed by Gravity Gemstone, if you really wanted to make it more control-y instead of more milling, but that's up to you. Now, that being said, yes, we'll exit. Now we'll go ahead and fight. I'll let you take a second, sir, and click off, or at least mute us, so that you can't hear what I'm telling the fans. And I think we're going to go with ends. I really wish I could show you guys Team Rocket's Porygon. We have to wait till next week. No, technically next week. We have to wait till after Black and White comes out for Ignition Energy. But Porygon is one of my favorites coming out of Black and White. Let's go ahead and go into Ins Purloin / Zoro. After this, I will probably take a 5-minute break. Probably actually less, just whatever it takes to get water. And then we'll go from there. Do I want first? Of course I want first. We have Pokemon that evolve and Pokemon that we need to get down, and we need 2 turns typically to get that started. Not terrible. Don't hate it. Hey, we'll take it. 1 mulligan, 2 mulligan, and it looks like we're going against Dragapult. We're okay with that. Not an issue, honestly. Katie, how are you? I absolutely love Porygon right now. It's so okay. Hello, buddy. Let's get this started. Hell yeah. Put a Binding Moching down here. Oh, yuck. I don't like this at all. It's not perfect without the energy, but still got lots of... Yeah, no, I love it. It's a great card. We can get rid of this, and we can get rid of this right this second. What's our Pokemon? What's our 1, 2, 3, 4? Ew, I don't know that I like that. Yeah, we can Zoro here. Ultra Ball, get rid of the Zoro, get rid of a boss's order, get our Mew down. We're happy there. Mew down, get our 3rd card. We like that. Throw that there, and we can go ahead and end our turn. I don't hate Dragapult. I think people are starting... It's the same kind of thing with Dragapult that it was with Charizard for a long while. People absolutely detested Charizard, and a lot of that came from, I think, just oversaturation in the meta, and it winning everything, and it being everywhere, and constantly having to see it everywhere. And I think Dragapult's in that same realm now, where it's just so good, why would you not play it? So it'll be in the format for a while, but a lot of things in the format are going to change between now and next rotation that I think we may see Dragapult, not a lot, but I think we may see Dragapult come down in usage, especially with Guardy being very strong in this current format, obviously, as we well know. Things like that. So I don't know that I would necessarily be as worried. Yes, Lost Box was also like that, where it just oversaturated the market and you hated seeing it. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. You were playing Dragapult before it was cool. I think Dragapult's really good. Well, just why don't you stay on stream with me while you eat dinner? Don't you love me? You don't have to leave. Am I being facetious? Yeah, I am. I'm being a jackass, guys. Okay, and we've got another energy. Love that. Night Stretcher. Good luck. You'll be number 1 after I leave. Let's throw Zoro down. Damn, Katie's already number 2, which means Victory's got to be number 3 again. Wow, look at that. Okay, Team Botherbot. Actually, this was one of the cards when I did the video from Monday that I wanted to do this. Okay. Okay, we now have... would you like to switch this card with the opponent's face-up card? Hell yeah! Leave Iron Thorns. Get him out of here, dog. We can then go ahead and boss up the... No, we'll boss up... Actually, let's boss up this Pidgey. That's fine. We can go ahead and Subjugating Chains here. Throwing the Zoro up. Artisan. Let's look at Artisan here. You should stay. I think that would be great. You should stay. At least for a little bit. Reshiram here, I think is good, actually. Good. I'm glad I could be training the future here for a moment. Okay, now we're actually really set. That's actually really good. Yeah, we'll go ahead and Night Joker here. We are going to Thieving Swipes. What do you have, sir? What do you have? Yeah, we'll just put the Iron Thorns back. Haha, you can't do anything. Can't turn off my abilities, and you only have an Electric Energy. Now we've got the Enzarua. Things are going so good, you guys. God, it's going well. We'll probably actually get rid of that Zorua, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, so Megatron is Katie and, or excuse me, yeah, Katie and Mega Man Joker. That's their kid. I think I've sent you pictures of me holding Megatron. I'm not sure, but Megatron is probably my favorite child ever until I have one. Another one, but we're not going to get into that. But other than that, yeah, no. Megatron's awesome. Very cute kid. Love him to death. And I hope that I can train him well enough. Hopefully he listens. I know his eyes are still adjusting to things, but hopefully he listens, and we've got a future world champion coming out of Greenville, Texas. I think that would be great. Oh no, a Mimikyu. That's fine. I don't give a shit. And we've got another... Actually, now that we've got another Zoro, throw that there. Janine here. 1 and 1. I think that's great. 1 and 1. Let's get that third restart. Let's get that third card. He does know how to say no. That we've actually proven that. That's true. Very true. Let's trade here. I think that's great. Let's trade here. Let's get rid of the Petrarant. Okay. We can go ahead and throw that there. We can then go ahead and Subjugating Chains. Throw up that Purloin. And we'll go ahead and Thieving Swipes again. Does go through. Hold on. Needs a stage 2. If he gets that, yeah, no, we just Neo up. Okay. Neo Upper Energy goes away. Let's see. Megatron is what? 2.5 months now? No, 2 months. He's like 2 months old. Look at the Reshiram. Oh. No. Okay. I'm totally okay with this. Uh-oh. He's not gonna like that at all. Okay, so we can grab her. We can then trade. Okay, that's fine. Recon Directive. Okay. He's kind of, it looks like this particular deck, he has added everything that's good. Okay, so the other prize is flipped because of Team Rocket's Bother Bot. Turn one of your opponent's face down prizes face up. When you do that, oh no, our table, it's broken. Not worried about this at all. So what we're gonna do, take your prize. We'll go ahead and put the Reshiram up there. And we'll get the nest ball. That's fine. I don't mind. I don't hate Monkey Dory here, actually. We can throw this there. We can Monkey Dory off any damage here, being from the Zoroark. Yeah, we'll throw it on a Mimikyu here. That's fine. We can add the Binding Mochi. Let's go ahead and hit the grabber here. You don't get to have a Dragapult, sir. We can then... Yeah, we can then go ahead and Subjugating Chains here. Throw our Purloin up. That's enough damage because we're doing 70. We can then go ahead and restart for 1. Getting another one. Let's go ahead and trade here. Dropping that. Getting the Xerosic. Go ahead and go down to 3, sir. Is this an EX toolbox stack? I have no clue what Victory is doing, in all honesty. I think he put the best cards in the meta right now all into one deck as best as he could, and I don't think it's working, excuse me, quite as well as he thought it would. That is a knockout for the Mimikyu. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to get rid of this research here. Because Crispin is just energy acceleration, and energy is just energy acceleration. And now we got rid of the Mimikyu, which is kind of our biggest issue. Let's see here. 20 for each damage counter, so if we can get to 200, that's a knockout? We'll see what he pulled. I don't think that's enough. The Drag Cloak, we could potentially... Okay, so he's clearly got other things he's going for here. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, he's even got Iron Hands in this. Yeah, I think he's just going for, like, the best cards in the format. Which I don't know that's what he's... I don't know that that's working right now. Yeah, the Dragon Headbutt doesn't happen because you're not a stage 2. Yeah, big facts. He's 10,000 steps ahead of us. A Crispin, okay. It doesn't get the Virtuous Flame, though, and there's no damage down. Fighting goes to hand? Alright, I guess. Okay. See, Nest Ball here, that's fine. We can at least Monkey here. We'll take the 30. Yeah, we'll just throw it there. We can Town Store, so at least he can't go grab anything else. Let's go ahead and trade here, I think is fine. Getting rid of a Nest Ball here. Okay. This isn't going to hurt us if we start putting that there. We don't have any energy switches. So let's Town Store this. Okay, so we've got one Binding Mochi. Let's look at what we've got in the deck. We only... Okay. Yikes. Okay. Wouldn't mind another grabber here, but this should be okay. Yeah, we're done for now. 70 here doesn't hurt us. Purloin. We'll go ahead and Thieving Swipes. That's at least 70 onto this. If he can't hurt us again, that's more. He even has Guardian. What are you playing? Get out of here, nerd. Do we want to get rid of the TM Evo? Because TM Evo into this is Charizard doesn't matter. We actually we do want to get rid of TM Evo because that's next turn. Yeah, that's a next turn Dragapult. Put that on the bottom of the deck, and we're going to be okay. I know this is kind of a slower deck, kind of a slower thing that we've got going on. I apologize for that, but control is kind of slow. Really does slow down the pace of the game. We're going to... I probably should have seen that coming, huh? Completely forgot was on... Even the guy on stream fucks it up sometimes. Okay, gets a fire, but only gets a fire, does not get anything else. So that tells me there's a lot of stuff not around. Energy-wise, it looks like he's probably got 2 or 3 of everything. Would be my guess. Gets rid of the Iron Thorns. Not a bad play. Now, this is where... Let's see, do we have... Okay, we have another Xerosic. Yeah, we have another Xerosic, so this could be really cool to get that Xerosic going. Okay, gets the Dragapult. Will definitely start hurting the Purloin here. Well, he's going to have to get this Ends Reshiram out of the active. Which means he's going to have to commit... Gonna have to commit resources. We can start getting rid of these. Okay, we've got... What do we got in here? Yeah. Super Rod here. We can put this back and this back. And we'll pass. The reason we're passing is he needs to either find a switch, or B, have the energy to retreat. If he has all that, if he starts putting energy down on the Reshiram, he's not putting it on the Iron Hands. If he's not putting it on the Iron Hands, he's not able to use Ampu very much, which does need 4 energy on it. So he's really going to try to find energy. He's really going to try to find the ability to get out of the active. I don't think he can. We have used all of our boss. We don't have a pal pad. So all of our boss are gone. Our Janines are gone. And we've got a Xerosic messing around, flying around somewhere. So hopefully we can get that Xerosic, ditch his hand, basically. Hopefully... Oh, no, we know for a fact we don't have Xerosic in our hand. We have it in our prize cards because we saw our deck earlier. This is okay. We're not worried about it. Yep. We've got the Ultra Ball. We're okay with that. We can go ahead and Monkey here. From here, and we can start... Yeah, we can start putting it on Charmeleon there. And end our turn. It's kind of at the point now, it's more or less draw pass, but we're going to let Monkey kind of put more stuff down and do its thing. We're going to put 2 down every turn. Hopefully, by that point, we can... The next card that we pull is going to be, I don't know, Xerosic. So that could be fun. Again, he does probably need to find the switch or something like that. Iron Hands and Ignition Energy are going to go hand in hand. No, they're not, because Ignition Energy only allows you to have 3 colorless energy as long as you are an evolution Pokemon. So Iron Hands benefits nothing from that. Okay, gets the retreat, no big deal. Are going to see the Dragapult come down. Perfect. Not an issue. Brings up Pecharon. Not bad. Okay, gets the kills there. Not worried about it at all. And we can go ahead and throw Mew up. Come on. We can go ahead and throw Mew up here, and we're going to be pretty happy. But we have to be very careful now. Let's see. I think Monkey with this is great. I think we're going to have to... Okay, so this does 170. So that'll be 220. Hit into 200 for us. And then we pretty much knock out everything from there. Yeah. Let's go ahead and trade here. You are looking at probably the most jank deck that anybody has ever janked in the history of jank, is what you're probably looking at right this second. Let's see. How many boss has he used? 0 boss. So he's got 1 more floating somewhere. So we need to be careful. We'll go ahead and retreat here. We'll go to Zoro. I think that's fine. We'll go ahead and Night Joker. We can use Virtuous Flame here. Okay, so that's an Arven. I mean, if he has Boss, he's going to use it on Mew. So that's something to be aware of. Do it. I would love for you to work on the stream overlay. Right now, it's kind of okay. You know, with I got to do it with the Magikarp here, you know, chat and stuff there. I would love for you to work on it, though. I think it would be great. He will hit us. Okay, so Charizard's going to come down, but I don't think you've got all the energy you need for it unless you run 3 energy. We'll find out. Okay, so you got 1. He'll hit into us. That's 200. But that's actually only 140. Okay. I I don't know that I'd attach there, honestly. I don't know that I'd attach there. I think I know what he's going for, but the 140... Yeah, I'm not worried about that. But he's got to have boss. That's a big one. Okay, Unfair Stamp does not proc. That's fine. Adrenabrain here. That's a knockout there. We're happy with that. Hit me with Zerosek. Nest Ball. Let's hit with the Night Joker here. Shit. I already declared the attack. Yeah, we'll hit with the powerful. And Zerosek. So he'll bring up Iron Hands. Boss. No. Okay. How many Night Stretchers has he used? One? I'd imagine he has more than that. What is he playing? Doesn't matter. He's got it. Good job. Yeah, good job. Like, you win. Good job. Not bad, Victory. Not bad. It's a lot there. I don't know that I would use that ever. I don't even know that I would be willing to make a video on that. It's a cool toolbox. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, check chat. Everybody's wondering what the hell you were playing. That being said, I will be right back. I'm going to go fill up my water. Give me, I don't know, minute and a half, 2 minutes. And we're back. Welcome, guys. Had to make sure I went and got my water. Yes, that was a tour level. What the hell are you playing? Victory, good job, bud. Appreciate that. It was a good deck. Correction, it's a bad deck, is what it is. But you played it very well, and you had answers for when you needed them. I don't know that that's the deck. I can tell you this: that's not the deck moving forward. It's cool to experiment. I'm glad it worked, but I don't know that I would play that. I can tell you this much: I'm not making a video on that. Let's see who is currently my number one fan. Oh, well, it looks like Victory has taken over. Yep, looks like Victory is the number one fan, followed by my good friend Spencer and then Moon Kitty. So we're going to have to get Moon Kitty back in here. Somebody text her. Actually, I'll text her. We'll see how that goes. So let's go ahead and do. You know what? Let's do some more Great Tusk Mill. I actually really enjoyed that. We'll see how it goes. Let's do another one of these. It'd be cool to be able to put this as a video on top of Marnie, get all of that stuff done tonight and tomorrow night. We'll see. We'll see how that works, how that goes. If you guys are new here, if you are watching and or if you're just enjoying it, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and do all things that continue to help me do this. I really appreciate you guys being here. All 5 of you guys have really made tonight that much better. Apparently, we're not going to flip heads to save our lives, but that's okay. We don't mind. This is a mill deck. We don't mind. Alrighty. Just one Great Tusk would really have helped. The cargo pants, which I'm guessing is just everything in the kitchen sink. Because that's pretty much what it was. Hey, a fan rotom's not bad here. Plus the artisan. Hang on. We're cooking. Hang on, Chad. I think we're cooking. Oh, and we're going to knock out this Pidgey. Oh, love it. Love to see it. Love to see it. We'll see what we're playing against. Salamence. Okay, I think this is Salamence. What is it? Isn't Salamence a spread deck? If I'm not mistaken, Salamence and Infernape. The Infernape that allows you to attach. I would guess it's the Infernape that allows you to attach fire and fighting from your hand. Would be my guess. All right. We should be okay here. We'll go ahead and Artisan. We'll fan call here. I think that's fine. Fan call is going to get our 2 Dunsparce. 2 Dunsparce down. We'll go ahead and Artisan here. I don't see a problem with that. Let's get our Great Tusk Mill going. But first thing we're going to do, we're going to fan Rotom, fan call, land assaulting, and knock out this Pidgey. That works for us. We're okay with that. An Ultra Ball here is not bad. Hopefully the fan Rotom gets KO'd in return would be the hope. So we'll see. That's Boomerang energy. I don't know what Salamence does. Does anybody offhand know what Salamence does? Iono here's not terrible. Hopefully we get something that gets rid of this. Monferner. I don't know that I like a Monferner. Monferner right now doesn't feel good. I guess you're just giving me another bag on. That's fine. We can go ahead and throw that there. We can nest ball here for... let's get another Great Tusk going. I think that's okay. And I don't hate the idea, right this second, of a Mimikyu. And we'll go ahead and assault landing and take another knockout. Getting another Great Tusk, that's fine. We're not worried about that. Okay, guard press takes 30 less. Still needs that water energy, so he may not get there. Nope, never mind. He's got it. Which actually we're okay with. Now I'm sitting here thinking about it. Now we're kind of okay with that. No. I mean, you're more than welcome to put it in the Discord. I'm sure both Mega Man and Spencer are interested in seeing that list and trying to figure out what the heck you're doing. But me personally, no. I know it's not to be rude, but it is absolutely in no way, shape, or form meta. And it's not meta defining. And I don't think it's it's not racism. Get the fuck out of here. Stupid. This will help us out. Yeah, we might as well. And then we can go ahead and land collapse. Hey, I like getting rid of that Monferno. Yeah, this is the one that fighting and fire. I like getting rid of Boss's Order and Crispin. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. It's not racism, stupid. Yeah. Ooh, that was a good one. What do you guys think? Wee, 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 wee. That's you crying right now. And wee, wee, wee. That is a cat eating. It's a tiny little, tiny little kitten eating food. Wee, wee, wee. Yep, I'm gonna put that Infernape back in the deck. Nah, I'm good. I don't need to say that word. Let's see. No energy. That's fine. We can use the Explorer's Guidance this next turn. I think that's fine. I would like to see... Well, maybe we can actually get the boss and boss up this other Bagon. Or Shelgon. Maybe we can do that. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Ultra Brawl Heroes Cape. I'm not worried about doing any sort of anything with Heroes Cape, so you do your thing, bud. Why is that like asking? Okay, first off, explain that one, because even I'm confused. He'll hit me for 80, and that's fine. 80 plus 80 is not really a big deal. I mean, I guess he could technically go for... I guess? Yeah, what does Salamence do? I didn't get to read it. He'll evolve right now, so we're good there. Dragon M, he needs one more energy. Okay. 50 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. That's not great. Here's... That's fine. Do whatever you want to do. What does Bagon have? Is it a 1 cost? It's a 2 cost. That's our target. Be safe, bud. Okay, we got to get these Dunsparce off the bench. A Jet Energy. Okay. Okay, so let's Crushing Hammer here. Let's Handheld. Yeah, we can do that. Handheld here. Shit. He's gonna get these 2 KOs. No, I'm okay. Okay. Damn it. It's not great. Okay, we at least got that. That gives us access there. In the active spot. Okay. Yeah, we can at least get rid of some things. Hey, yo, we got rid of that. That's awesome. Getting rid of Rare Candy and Pidgeot, that helps us out. And a Night Stretcher definitely helps us out. I wish that would have hit better. I'm okay, Victory. Don't make me put you in timeout. Okay. Those 2 going down is fine. Stops him from using counter catchers. That's fine there. Move this up. Drop that there. Sada's Vitality. Put that there. Okay. Artisan here. What do we have in here? Let's see. Yeah, we need to get. Okay. Night Stretcher here for a Dunsparce. We're fine with everything here. We can go ahead and land Collapse. Okay, getting rid of more energy is good. Iono's getting rid of is good. Ultra Ball gone, also decent. If he does the Wild Blast again, okay, Dragon, okay, take a KO, that's fine. And we're going to move the water to the Pidgey. Yeah, we Great Tusk here. Attach there. Ultra Ball this and this to get this. Drop that there. Let me see 3 cards. Okay. Counter Catcher up the Bagon. Artisan. The Dunsparce. And then Handheld Fan the Great Tusk. How many do we have? 2 energies? That's great. Okay. Palpad. The Sadas. Give me a Sada. So I have options. And we can go ahead and land collapse. Hey, we'll get rid of a bunch there. That's awesome. Just getting rid of stuff. We like it when we like getting rid of stuff here. Arven's fine. Counter catcher doesn't get him anything. After this, I think we... Shit. Do we have any energy in there? We do, but it's a jet energy. Okay. Bite. Okay. We'll go ahead and move this energy to the Pidgey. And another jet energy. You know what we can do? We can retreat. Great Tusk here. And we can Sada. Putting them here. We're good. We're happy. Redeemable ticket. I don't want... Okay. We are good there. And we can then go ahead and land collapse. Getting rid of so much right this second. Everything is something that he wants. It's all worth something here. Rare candy, Buddy Buddy, Pidgeot, Salamence. Just gotten rid of so many rare candies. What, 1, 2, 3 rare candies? Yeah, he's not very happy with this. And we'll end his turn. Smart move. Okay, we've got the Dunsparce here. Let's Dunsparce it down. Let's go ahead and Runaway Draw here. Crushing Hammer. Do we get it? We do get it. Look at that. Yeah, we can go ahead and get rid of that so he can't retreat. Let's go ahead and Neutralization Zone here. Let's see. I mean, we might as well Sada onto this Great Tusk. Nest Ball here into the Dunsparce for next turn. And then we can go ahead and land collapse. We are doing pretty darn good, I must say so myself. I think we got this one in the bag, boys. What do you think? Okay, Super Rod, no big deal. Gonna put some stuff back. I would guess... I mean, I would guess the Infernape, and then... Oh, Infernape and okay. Okay. And we're pretty happy with this. Explorer's Guidance. We'll take that and that. That gives us at least more to do with what we want. We can go ahead and land collapse, getting rid of those 3 cards. Draw for your turn, bud. Oh wait, you can't. That's a good win there, boys. I gotta admit, that's a good win. Hey, we got the level up, level 46. And we got another level up here. Or at least another thing to collect. Yeah, look at that. Raking it in, boys. All right. And what do we open up? We've got the Growlithe, we've got Team Rocket's Houndour, and hey, and we traded in for more money. I'll take it. Bling! All right. Wow, we've only been live for about an hour and 45 minutes, and we've already pretty much secured two videos, one with the Marnies and one now for sure with the Great Mill. Or yeah, the Great Mill Tusk. um it was a video. There was a deck that Spencer, also known as Moist Depression, put down. So we'll go ahead and do that. It looks like it's just gonna be Control Week. I think that's what we're gonna play with. Playing with a little bit of Spite Ops Control. What do you guys think about that? Yugi. Or personally, my favorite is uh, Pegasus. Oh, Yugi boy. Your opponent will go first. That's okay. I'm not as worried about it, but I don't necessarily hate it either. Dedenne, put a trainer card in your discard from your hand. I don't want to use Chi Yu just yet, but Dedenne has one retreat cost. Man, this is rough. I don't know what I'm doing. We'll put Dedenne up front, and we'll go from there. At least Dedenne shouldn't be hit. No, especially not with Team Rocket's Meowth. All right. So we've got the Zorua. I like that. We've got the Tarantula. I like that. I like the Genesect down. We can use a Serrano here. Let's go ahead and get our Pheasantipity and our Spite Ops. We'll get all this kinds of stuff here. I have not seen the Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged series, but I'm not saying it's a bad thing either. I miss, excuse me, I really miss the Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I cannot find it anywhere. I would give anything to be able to watch it. But unfortunately, I can't. So that sucks. Big wangs. Flip three cards. Okay. Damn. All right. Probably shouldn't have used that Serrano. That's okay. I've got the Miracle headset for this. Okay, we need to get some things going here. Buddy Buddy to go get another Tarantula. Are you? Of course. Wait, does it look at it? Choose a random card. That it had to have been random. Of course it did. Accompanying flute. Reveal the top 5 cards you deck. Sure, why not? Choose up to 3 basics. What else is in the hand? Okay. Sure. Start taking up bench space. I think that's okay. Put a trainer card from a discard pile into your hand. Yes. I think a lot of it just came down to Team Four Star getting a lot of like flack from. Unfortunately, Team Four Star getting a ton of flack from Toy Animation or whoever, Funimation or whoever, so that basically they got lawsuited into hell and there was nothing they could really do. I love Team Four Star though. I wish they would come back. I loved their Hellsing Abridged. The Hellsing Abridged is probably my favorite, in all honesty, if I'm just being very clear with you. Team Four Star is probably my favorite. One of my favorites, but like the Hellsing Abridged is really fun. Dragon Ball Z Abridged is probably my favorite series, mainly because Vegeta is just chaos. Not gonna lie to you, just because he's chaos. Okay, so no energy there. What do you do? This attack to bench for each damage counter on it. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that makes Genesect worthless here. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can go with Genesect. He's worthless here. A picnic basket. Let's go ahead and flip the script here. I think that's great. All right, another Tarantula. Let's see. Do we? I mean, we always Serrano here, just so I can get this, this, and this. Zoro. Spidops. Spidops. You do for each of your Team Rocket's Pokemon. We always pull up Sneasler here. We go ahead and trade. I don't think we need the Buddy Buddy here. Okay. I don't want to give them abilities. So, yeah. End our turn. Right now, this Sneasler to retreat is a 3 cost. Will be a 4 cost with Spidops. So, I'm not really worried about it. Gets the Wobbuffet. We're not putting damage counters down. We want to save this basic fire energy for the Chi-Yu. This 70, sure. Now, that does pose a problem because it's 2 energy. The Petrol getting any trainer card, he's going to need a switch of some kind. Yeah, you can have that. That's fine. Now, we do have the Ruffian. Discard a Pokemon tool and special energy from one of your opponent's Pokemon. Oh, pulling the Spidops. We'll love that. We can go ahead and Ruffian here, getting rid of that. We can then go ahead and Zoroark, because I like this. We'll get rid of the Picnic Basket. And then we'll add a Gravity Gemstone. So now it goes from a 1 cost to a 4/5 cost. A 5 retreat Sneasler. And we'll end our turn. When Spencer gets back to this, he will absolutely throw a huge party seeing a 5 retreat Sneasler. I cannot remember for the life of me, does this have a Zerosic in it? It does have 1 Zerosic. We can go ahead and trade here. We'll get rid of the Buddy Buddy. I don't think we need any more of those. Okay, we've got the Night Stretcher if we need it. I don't know why we would, but we've got it if we need it. And we can go ahead and... I mean, I guess we could Serrano. I don't think we really need to do much of anything here. We can go ahead and end our turn. So, does 20 to one of your Pokemon for each damage counter. So he's doing 2/4 on top of that. So we got to be careful what he's doing here, but we can do it. Larry gets rid of his hand, I think. No, that's Larry's skill. What does Larry do? Can I look at the Larry, please? Flip a coin of heads. Search your deck for up to 2 Pokemon. Reveal them. Okay. So he'll go get some Spidops here. That's fine with me. He'll scratch us again, so now he'll be doing 80. That does kill the Genesect. Okay, Brock's scouting. Okay, let's go ahead and trade here. I think we can get rid of the Serrano. Got a counter catcher. We'll go ahead and counter catch up the Wobbuffet. And we'll go ahead and End our turn. So this Wobbuffet is now a 6 retreat Wobbuffet. 1, 2, 3, 4 added to the retreat cost. Now he does need to have 3 energy to do 70. 70 will knock out this Genesect. That's fine. But we're going to be okay, I think. There's a Zorua. We can go ahead and trade here. I don't think we need Brock scouting here, honestly. Okay, there's another Brox, and we'll go ahead and retreat. He's already used his A-Spec, so I'm not as worried about it. Even though this Genesect will go down eventually and make this 6 retreat cost a 5 retreat cost at that point, it's still going to be something that he needs to do. Move all damage counters from your team, from one of your team rockets. That's fine. We're not putting damage counters down at all. Okay. And we get the Zerosix. You kind of know what I'm doing here. You kind of knew it was happening. Look at all that getting gotten rid of. Let's see. A boss's order, which I think is a good thing to get rid of. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. I don't mind. We've got the Dedenne, so we can Dedenne into that Zerosic if we need to. Again, get rid of Brox. I don't like Brox here. We've got another counter catcher just in case. So there's always that. This can only... Okay, I'm going to attach any... So basically any basic energy. So that's a good thing. We'll go ahead and end our turn there. I can't remember. Do we have the Iono in here? Or a way of... We've got 2 Ionos. Okay. Have we used any of our Ionos? We have not. Okay, we're pretty happy with this. Okay, it's slowly attaching energy. We're okay with that. I would like to see something different. Let's go ahead and Night Joker here. We can get rid of the accompanying flute. Okay, we've got our penny here. Actually, don't hate this. We'll pick up the Genesect. We can go ahead and put the Fez down. We can put the Genesect down. We can foot the Genesect. We can Jet Energy the Genesect. And we can end our turn. Now it takes still another 2 turns to knock out this Genesect. We're going to be pretty happy. Raging Bolt is like the P.E.K.K.A of Pokemon, and Dragapult is the Mega Knight of Pokemon. Sure. If that's what you say, bud. I don't know what you're talking about. And passes the turn. And we've got another Serrano. I'm pretty happy with the trade here. Okay, we've got the Boss's Order. We got the Defiance Vest. If you have more prize cards, this... okay. Now, I'm going to be really upset if both of our Ionos are prized and we're just pulling cards at this point. Petrol will get him something. Okay, there's the switch. That's okay. There's a 70. We're okay with that. You definitely take top spot. I'll say that. Let's see. I think we're good. We can let this Genesect down. Doesn't hurt us. Yeah. Did we get rid of the Chi-Yu? We did not. Okay, we're good. The Chi-Yu is actually kind of the win con in this. Okie dokie. Go for it. He'll go ahead and use Cruel Slash, would be my guess. Yep. We can go ahead and... Yeah, we can Spite Ops here. Okay, there's the Chi-Yu. Discard 2 cards from your top of your opponent's deck. We like that. We like that. Let's see, because this counts as that, so we can go here. We can go Counter Catcher. And we can end our turn. Let's see, 30 for each. So this goes from a 2... It's not a knockout. $30 for each. Okay. Erica's Invitation. Let's see. Because it go 70, yeah. We can survive. 30 plus 30 for each of your Team Rockets in play, so that's what, 150? No. So it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Okay. No, we can do this. We can do this. I don't mind doing this. So Lugia, Cyclizar. Okay, so he's got... Okay. I like this Night Stretcher because we can get the Spite Ops, or we can get the Tarantula after that. So yeah, we're good. Go ahead. Goes from a 2 retreat cost to a 5 retreat cost. He can only do 70 damage to us. We're okay with that. Another Defiance Vest, that's fine. We'll go ahead and jet up the Chi-Yu here. We like that. And yeah, we'll go ahead and Jealousy Singe. Excuse me, Jealously Singe. We're behind on prizes, so they take 40 less. So we're only taking 30 every time. He's still a 5 retreat cost. So we should be fine. Do we have any more penny is the question. Yes, we do. We should have 1 more penny. No, we have no more pennies. That's okay. That is a 5 retreat cost there. Oof. You want to know something really cool, though? We have Boss's Order. So we'll be pulling that Wobbuffet up real quick. And we'll go ahead and Jealously Singe. Now, you still got to get 5 onto that Wobbuffet, and I don't know that you can, sir. Don't know that you can. We'll see. We'll see. That's 2 Rockets energy, so he's going to need more Rockets energy to do it. But it is going to be a 3 attachments, and in 3 turns, he's no bueno. A Miracle Headset. Look at that. Let's go ahead and we'll get the boss, and I think methinks we can get the Ruffian here, just in case. And we'll Jealously Singe here. A Botherbot and a Scyther. Okay, I think he knows what's going on. We're okay with that. Crushing Hammer here? Why not? And we don't get it. That's fine. We would have gone after the Persian here. We can go ahead and Jealously Singe. Oh, look at that. What a singe. Oh, man. Let's see if he actually lets us have the win here, or if he just concedes. Okay. He goes ahead and does that. There's a Zoro. We'll end our turn. Take your last pathetic card, Yugi. Congratulations. Thank you, sir, for playing with us. I had a good time. All right. Well, there's the Spite Ups control. Feel really good about that, actually. I feel like my control powers are starting to get a little bit better. I think I'm starting to become a better control player. Granddaddy CPU, if you're watching or if you hear from me or hear from any of this, please go ahead and tell me how my control skills are doing. I think I'm doing a lot better than I used to do. Let's see. We're about to hit Pokeball and into the Gyarados, so let's play another one and see how we do with the Spite Ops control. There are 3 of you watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. It would really help the channel a lot, and we are growing. We are 5 away as of time of recording. 5 away from 400. We are on the road to monetization. I actually don't hate going first here. We're on the road to monetization, so if you would, please go ahead and give me a like and a follow. I would really appreciate that, man. This would have been perfect if we had any basics. Like, legitimately, this would have been perfect if we had any of the basics. Might be going into a Grimmsnarl, would be my guess. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay, well, this is going to suck for us. Yep, into a Grimmsnarl. Okay. Okay, Crushing Hammer's not bad here. We can... I don't want to put anything down just yet. This is rough, actually. This is really rough, actually. Yeah, this is rough. This is a rough one. Corner, that's okay. We do need to get things going, though, is the problem. Ooh, and I forgot we're weak to grass. Damn. Accompanying flute. Sure, we'll do that. Nothing in the 5. That's fine. We at least force them to shuffle. We'll go ahead and Crushing Hammer, and we've got it. Force them to have another one to attach. Brock's scouting here is good for us. We need the Zoro. Zoro down. And we can actually use the picnic basket, and we can trade away this fire energy. Okay, and Abra's not terrible. It's a great start. But we'll go ahead and end our turn. Frost last down. That's fine. I'm not worried about that at all. I need to, however, start really getting the Spite Ops going. Spite Ops is very important for us. That is going to be the basic energy back into hand. I don't think that's bad, necessarily. Okay, Tarantula's good here. We like that. We can go ahead and trade now. Trade the Abra. Okay, Penny, not bad. Iono, not bad. Night Stretcher, yes. Just so that we can get the fire energy back. And then we can Iono. Yes, we are giving them cards, but hopefully we're going to get into like Serrano, things like that. We're going to be pretty happy with this. Okay. Let's get two more Tarantulas down. We only really needed that one Zoro. We're pretty happy with that. Klefki down is great. And let's see. We've got the miracle for. Okay, no, we'll save on. We'll save that. Have we traded? We have traded. We're good. So that Frostlass kind of puts us on a timer, and that's not fantastic, in all honesty. But that Frostlass being in the active, we can then kind of use things as we want, and it makes it even harder for them to get things into the active, like to get a Grimmsnarl into the active, which is what they want, so they can really start pressuring us. What we want to do is be able to keep something like this Maractus, keep things moving that way, and we basically just hold them to whatever we want. Now, now that they've used their secret box, we do not need to get the Genesect because it does nothing for us. What we want to do is hopefully have something get knocked out, probably the Klefki, something of that nature. If we can get Klefki into the active, Maractus no longer does anything, Munkidori's no longer do anything, so that's really nice. No more spreading of damage on their side, so Klefki's probably pretty decent. Man. Spikemuth down, Rare Candy into Grimmsnarl, that's not great. This is a fast deck. We need to speed up ourselves, honestly. That should be another Grimmsnarl, yeah. Hits us for another, I would guess, 20. This could be an energy switch. There it is. Munkidori. I would guess from Morgrim. Well, I guess because he can just do it again. That's one less, so he's free to retreat. That'll be into the Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl doesn't knock us out from here, so we're pretty happy with that. That 20 onto a Tarantula, we're okay with that. I'm not worried about it. Oh, he will take the Zoro here. And we will Klefki. And we get a Serrano. We love that. Serrano into Spidops. Go ahead and throw these Spidops down. Get the Pheasantipity going. So the Klefki blocks us. That's okay. What we can do here, we can at least Spikemuth, see what's out there. I'm not really worried about it. See what's out there. Okay, we've got a Penny, which we could use. We've got Turo, which we could use. There's some things that we could do. Okay. Right this second, though, we do need to Miracle to get ourselves an Iono. And I don't hate a Scouting. We should be okay, and we just end our turn. Okay, from here, he's not allowed to use his Monkey Dory. I would guess 2 or 3 onto this Grimmsnarl. Okay. As of right now, that makes this Frostlass a 4 count. The smart thing to do would to not attack. Because then the Klefki goes down and I'm not able to use my Pheasantipity. That is the smart play. See if he does it, though. He does not. I would have let it go down. Okay, here we go. And a Zoroark. A Pheasantipity for 3, so that's possibly 9. Okay. Defiance Vest is not bad. Let's get in here and see what we've got. Okay, so not a whole bunch of what I would have liked to have seen. We can throw that there. We can throw that there. Buddy. Put a trainer card from your discard. No, we're dead. And we didn't get a lot. And we just made it a lot easier for him to take us out. Gotta love that research. Yeah, this game isn't particularly going well for us. I thought we were doing a lot better, but we are not. We are not doing great at all. Not this game, at least. Might have to do one more on Spido's control, but we'll see. This 30 away from Grimmsnarl would be my guess. On to Spidops. Because he needs a lot. Actually, he needs another 60. Nope, that's a TM Devo. Put the 30 here. Yep. That's 2 Tarantulas down. Not a whole lot here for me. Good job. But that does still open us up to Pheasantipity. Okay. Let's get a flip the script here. Oh, man, we just didn't get anything this game. That is a concede. We got nothing on this game. If we had gotten one of our counter catchers, we would have been okay. I think we would have been okay if we had gotten our counter catcher, but we didn't get anything that game. That was rough. That was rough, brother. Let's see. We need 110. Okay, so we just literally need to win one more game. Yeah, we'll go with another. We'll go with another Spite Ops control. I think that's great. Okay, Dragon. Okay, so this is probably Dragapult, would be my guess. Would be my guess. Just kind of chilling right this second. Them going first tells me a lot. Oh, okay, hello. Tarantulas for days. Okay, there's a Mew. Let's see if what he gets. Okay, bug catching set. Not terrible. Ogre Ponds. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. So this is definitely a Raging Bolt deck at this point. Which, Raging Bolt isn't that bad as long as we can get things into... Oh, wait. No, this is actually probably not. This is probably a Festival lead deck. Could be Hydrapple. Now that I'm thinking about it, could be Hydrapple, but I think this might be... Yeah, might be Hydrapple. Could be Festival lead, probably Hydrapple. Okay, Ultra Ball 4, Hydrapple. I like Badoo in this. Believe it or not, I like Badoo. Him getting the Hydrapple tells me that he's got at least... Okay. We'll go ahead and Eerie here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get rid of that rare candy there, bud. We can then go ahead and end our turn. Restart for 1. Festival Grounds. And hits us with the Iono. Don't like that at all. Hopefully we get Serrano. And then Serrano, we can just play it off of that. Oh, no, we did not. That is awesome. Okay, we're okay with this. We're okay with this. Itchy Pollen, totally okay with that. Totally okay with that. We'll Serrano here. 1, 2, 3. Spite Ops. Spite Ops. And Spite Ops. We technically could put another Tarantula down to make it a potentially 4 retreat cost Badoo. Right now it is a 3 cost Badoo. So that's kind of trapped in the active. So while they are item locking us, we have a Badoo trapped in the active. So unless they play Switch or something like that, not really helping your case here. This is another 6 cards into our hand. And that's a Gravity Gemstone if I've ever seen one. Yes, load up all of your energy onto attackers that will not be attacking. There's a buddy buddy. We'll go ahead and put the gemstone down. We can go ahead and artisan here. I don't mind that. We'll go ahead and artisan. We'll go ahead and get two Zorua. We'll get one Zorua. We can then... Oh, man. We can go ahead and Serrano here. We'll go ahead and get... We'll get that. I'm fine with that. Now a 5 retreat cost Budew. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 retreat cost Budew. We'll end our turn. Okay. Bug catching set. There's another Diplin and a grass energy. We're okay with that. There's not a whole lot he can do right now. The Budew has a 5 retreat cost. Hits us with another Iono. Totally okay with that. Get that Hydrapple there, bud. Another bug catching set. Yes, pull all of your cards. It's okay. You're going to be fine. And we've got another Zorua. I'm okay with that. We'll go ahead and Iono them. And Iono us. Let's get a fresh 6. Didn't like that 6. Okay. I like what we're seeing now. We'll go ahead and end the turn. Yeah, when Spencer gets back, he'll really enjoy this. Hopefully, Victory, you're not having flashbacks to the first time you played against him. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. There's a Neo Upper Energy. That's fine. We're not taking any prize cards anytime soon. Your Budew is a 5 retreat cost Budew. We've got a Brock scouting, so we'll go and get our Zoroark. We'll be pretty happy with that. There's a Night Stretcher. We're not worried about it. We'll go ahead and go get the Zoroark. Zoroark down. We can go ahead and trade. We'll get rid of this Buddy Buddy. It does us nothing right this second. And we get the Crushing Hammer. Can't use it. Not worried about it. We'll go ahead and pass our turn. He would love nothing more than to have this Budew get out of the active. But he can't right now because it does 5 retreat cost Budew. I'm going to have to do a counter for every time I say 5 retreat cost Budew. There's a really good card too. We'll go ahead and trade here. Getting rid of some things that aren't really helping us. That Erica does nothing for us. Oh, hey, we've got some things here, and we'll go ahead and end our turn. Okay, goes ahead and shuffles. Doesn't get anything. Will more than likely just Itchy Pollen. And we've got that Turo to pick it up if it gets to the point that's a little more damage than we like. Okay, we've got our boss. All right, I like that. We can get rid of this buddy. Get the Penny and the Zorua. We're not really worried about a whole lot. We'll go ahead and end our turn. Yep, hits us with the itchy pollen. Imagine that. And we've got the... I like that. I actually like that a lot. Let's get rid of the Zorua here. Pheasantipity. Pheasantdripity. That Buddy Poffin, we will be getting rid of that very quickly. We'll boss up the Mew. Hey, we will take a Iono. We're okay with that. We had a lot of cards that I wanted, but that's okay. We can get rid of the Brock Scouting. We can get rid of the Klefki here. There's a couple things we can get rid of, and I'm not really worried about it. There's another counter catcher. We like those. Trade here. Let's get rid of the Klefki. Another Defiance Vest. Sure, we can throw some Defiance Vests down. It won't matter on the Zoroark, but it matters on those. And we'll end our turn. I know, this is a really boring match, and that's okay. I love the idea of Spite Ops control. You can't retreat. You can't get out of there. If you do hurt me, I'm going to pull up something you can't get rid of or can't get out of the active. You're just going to keep pelting me with itchy pollen. The 10 damage is working against you. And you have a 5 retreat cost Badoo. So, you know, a lot of fun. I don't mind doing a trade here. We'll get rid of the accompanying flute. Their bench is completely full. It does nothing for us. 2 Dedennes. We'll end our turn. Itchy pollen. Love to see it. They don't really have much that they can do. They're probably, much like I was at the very beginning of my journey on this platform and on the very beginning of anti-control decks, probably screaming and yelling, oh, I bet you have so much fun. We'll go ahead and get rid of that legacy energy just because we can, and we will end our turn. Probably saying, how are you having any fun? This isn't fun for us. You're right. It's not, and it's incredibly boring to watch, but I gotta say, a 5 retreat cost Badoo, so good. And the fact that the 10 damage is actively working against him. There's another Brox. We're okay with that. We'll go ahead and get rid of our Abra, though. And we've got the Iono. I don't really want to do anything with that. I don't want to do anything with those luminous energies. We'll just go ahead and settle down. Even if they do have a boss's order right now, it doesn't do them any good. What are they going to do? Bring up a Zoroark that is going to take 2 damage in between turns? I know we still have that jet energy running around. I know, so like we've got plenty of stuff to get out of this jam that they're in. And we get the Buddy. We can absolutely get rid of the Buddy. There's a boss and a counter catcher. If I wanted to, and I could actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and boss up the Mew. And now they have a 5 retreat cost Mew. Badoo is no longer doing damage, and we've got the Spite Ops ready to go. Like, we are just going to sit here. He can't restart. He can't really do anything except for draw cards. Hopefully that Xerosic is somewhere close by, and we'll just have fun. And just passes the turn. no longer taking damage. We are completely ready. Let's go ahead and take some of that damage off of the Spidops real quick. We can then go ahead and trade away one of these Brocks. We'll trade away the pretty one because I don't like him. More counter catchers, more fire energy. I don't want to just yet, so we'll go ahead and figure it out from here. I would love for that Xerosic to hit, though, mainly because I'm interested in being able to get rid of all of their stuff one turn, Iono, and then they Iono their hand. Like, the 6 cards becomes their hand. He will more than likely concede, though, beforehand. I don't know. He's probably waiting to see what happens. We will go ahead and trade. Yeah, we'll trade a Buddy Poffin here. There's a Crushing Hammer. Do I want to get rid of anything? Yeah, let's get rid of this other, just in case I feel like it. Well, it's not going to happen this turn. And we'll end our turn. Now, we actually have to be careful here. I know there's a Xerosic is, pretty sure there's a Xerosic is still floating around. It is. And so is the Miracle headset. So we've got ways of getting a lot of things. We just got to figure out how to get there. Right this second, it doesn't seem like he's... Okay, hits the boss's order. Okay, you still have a... Unfortunately, you still have a 4 retreat cost Mew. There's the Miracle headset. We're pretty happy with that. 4 retreat cost Mew is worse than a 5 retreat cost Mew. Let's go ahead and get rid of it to Dene at this point. That's fine. And, okay. We can go ahead and Turo. Let's pick up the Zoroark. We'll put the Spidops back down. And we'll throw that there, ending our turn. Okay, Xerosic off the top. No, Penny. At this point, we can go ahead and end our turn. They will deck out before we do. Another boss's order. Pulls up the Zorua. There's a Jet Energy. We'll go ahead and hit that Spidops real quick. And we will end our turn. Now, I would not be surprised if they hit the Iono. Okay, so we draw our last card. It is the Xerosic. That's fine. We will end our turn, and they can't draw. We win the game. No damage done. All of the damage done by a Budew. We're having fun here. All right, let's see. Let's see what we collect. Oh, hey, I like that. We are collecting Ho-Oh EX. Also pulled one of those. Also sold it to the same friend. We are now here. What do we get? Let's collect. We get 300 of that. We get, ooh, cool Coughing Coin, actually. I actually like that. I dig that. Okay, the actual full art. I dig it. Full art. I dig it. And full art. I dig it. Let's, you know what? Let's go into the shop. I I am home now making dinner. Welcome home. You just missed Spy Ops Control. 3 games. The first game went swimmingly, absolutely decimated. The second game, we could not, for the life of us, pull any of our counter catchers and got absolutely reamed by a Marnie's Grimmsnarl. And after that, we kind of just, you know, did it with a Hydrabble deck where we trapped a Badoo in the active with 5 retreat cost. Badoo with 5 retreat cost. It was very fun. And then we decided we were going to boss up the Mew EX and make that have a 5 retreat cost. Expansions. Let's get some Destined Rivals going. I feel like we need to open 6 of the Destined Rivals for you guys. All right. We got the team. Hey, I need that. That's nice. And a Zamazenta. Yeah. And we got the Breloom. And we got Cynthia's Feebas. And Cynthia's Rotorade. Okay, give me the money. Let's see. An Applin. Let's Steven Carbink. And hey, Full Art Titan. I actually like that. That's actually a really cool full art. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I like that. I might have to get those in real life. We got a Claydol. We've got the TM Machine, which is weirdly H regulation mark. Also, Misty's Lapras, very cute card. And there's some Spy Ops there. 2 more packs. We've got the Morgrem. We've got the Floatzel. We've got the Rotom. And Annihilape. That's like my 5th one. 5th or 6th one, actually. Here we go. Golbat. Meowth. Another Annihilape, and a Wobbuffet. Yeah, not a whole lot in that, but the Satitan, very cool card, very cool ability. I think will be a very good control card, believe it or not, because you can't boss it up. You can't do anything with that. So this Satitan sits here, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it, and then we can kind of keep things stable that way. Along with that, very, very pretty Misty's Lapras. Very pretty with Misty sitting there, sunning and sunbathing and having Lapras watching over. That very cute card. Okay, so that's 2 out of Spy Ops Control. I feel pretty good about that. We could absolutely be done, but I want to keep going. One of the decks that I absolutely love playing. We've already got Grimmsnarl. We've got the Ends Purloin if we wanted to. We've got Marnie's Grimmsnarl done. Spy Ops done. And we've got the Great Tusk Mill video. Oh, those 3 videos are now done. Spy Ops Control, again, Spencer, you're going to love watching that one. There will absolutely be a counter of how many times I say Badoo with 5 retreat cost. I think I said it probably, I would guesstimate I probably said it at like, I don't know, 12 times during the entire video. It was very fun. I loved it. That being said, let's go ahead and switch over to yeah, we can go into Nidoking here, I think. I think we can go into Nidoking just in case our friend Chris is watching. I don't think you are, but let's go ahead and Team Rocket's Nidoking. Here we go. All right. Okay, opponent's choosing. I would guess they go first. Depends on what they're playing, though. Opponent will go first. There you go. First means a lot right this second in the current meta, mostly because of how many things want to evolve. Team Rocket's Wobbuffet, I guess that's all right. Got the Pidgey, that's okay too. We'll see what happens. Okay, so it looks like we're going against a Grimmsnarl, which isn't terrible, but isn't particularly fantastic either. Waiting for them to finish setting up. And another rare candy. Okay. Yeah, no, sometimes people just don't like being Badooed. Luckily, Spite Ops doesn't really care if you Badoo. So, Badoo me all you want. Badoo me up, man, as they say. I would like to potentially be able to get a energy so that I can at least get evolution, energy, hopefully Iono into something good like a Buddy Buddy. We'll see what happens. That's a counter catcher. That is not what I wanted. We'll still attach just in case. We'll Iono here. I don't like getting rid of all those rare candies, but you do what you gotta do. Okay, hang on. We're moving and grooving here. Let's get ourselves a Nidoran here. We can then... Yeah, we're going to have to do it this way, aren't we? Let me get another Nidoran. I think that's fine. Nidoran here. No, I should have got the Pidgeotto. Or, not the Pidgeotto, Pidgeot. But that's fine. We'll do it this way. We want this and this. We're done. The Nidorino is in there. And we've got the Pidgeotto in there as well. Marvin comes down. Okay. We're getting things going. It's hard. It's not as easy as I wanted it to be, but don't clip that. We'll be all right. Okay. I should have went and got the Pidgeotto. Or not Pidgeotto. Goddamn, Pidgeot. Now things are going to be very, very bad. We did not set ourselves up for success. That's okay. We're still learning how to play this deck. Please stop that. Wow, 360? Please stop that. I guess we're doing it this way, boys. There's a counter catcher. I don't mind that at all. We can go ahead and counter catcher up this Larvitar. We can set that there. In turn. Wow. Okay. So what we're going to do is concede because there's no coming back. Are you talking about 2 more Spite Ops IRL? You talking about Spite Ops in real life? Because that, I think we might be able to do. Okay. Yeah. 2 more Spite Ops EX. I would imagine between the whole group, but we've got at least 2 more. I think I've got 1. I'd have to go down and grab 1. That's something I got to do. Remind me Friday, Spencer, to email my inventory sheet to my personal email. You have 2 at the moment. I think we've got 2 more somewhere between the group. I even think I've got 2. I think I've got at least 1 Spite Ops EX in my binder. I could be wrong, but I think I've got it. Okay, Team Rockets, we'll try another one, but we'll see. That was a while ago. I have no clue when that was, but that was a while ago. Yeah, that was a while ago. Do we want? We'll flip heads. That's fine. Yeah, I think because he kept spamming chat about some dumb stuff up top that like I kind of was like, look, dude, chill, or I'll put you in timeout. And I don't think he particularly liked that. He kind of, I think he went and pout. Is pouting right now. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Victory. We got the one mulligan. That's okay. Pidgey's fine, I guess. We're gonna have to get rid of some stuff I don't want to get rid of. I think we're going. I can't remember. I don't think we're going first. I think we're going second. No, we are going first. Okay, so Arven, we're gonna have to Ultra Ball away Iono. Fuck, we're gonna have to get rid of one of these. Okay. We need to get ourselves a Nidoran, like right off the rip, going now. Um, Team Rocket down. Yeah, and go from there. So with Arven, we can get a. I don't think we're gonna be able to get Ultra Ball, are we? So this, we can at least no, we need another energy too. So we're gonna have to figure that out. Man, this is tough. I think we might be able to get something to get Pidgey out of active, but so far it is not going well. Team Rockets is just not, or at least Nidoking is not treating me right. And hey, I'll take it. Hell yeah, I'll take it. Rare Candy into Nidoking. Energy attached. Arven down. We'll get the switch. Um, yeah, we'll get a TM Evo because then at least we got the Pidgeotto. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it that way. Man, this is rough. Switch into Nidoking. Nidoking is going to give him a Tainted Horn. Okay. Top deck mode engaged. Okay, another Pidgey. Um, this isn't great. Yeah, we're gonna have to do it this way, aren't we? Yeah, this is a rough deck right now. I'm not gonna lie, this is rough. So I had one Zoro prize, and it was not. Oh, thank you so much for that, Iono. I cannot even begin to tell you how much I needed that. That's not great, though. Well, it's not that bad, because we can Perilous Jungle. He's going to have it in hand. He will put the 30 onto this Pidgey, and that's fine. No. Okay. I guess this Pidgey goes up front. Nice Stretcher. Thank you. We'll take that Nidoran. Throw that there. We'll throw that there. We'll throw that there. And I guess we'll end our turn. That doesn't help us. Not right this second, it doesn't. Of course. Yep. So both my Pidgeys are knocked out, which is not great. Oh, not what I would have done. He doesn't want to activate another counter catcher. That's what he's wanting to do. Or at least wanting to save it up. Okay. We can go ahead and Nidorino here. We can then bosses up the Shaman, and I guess we'll Unfair Stamp. Pidgeotto down. Monkey Dory down. Nest Ball. Pheasantipity. Pheasantipity. Flip the script, please. And we get another Nidorino and a Wobbuffet. Okay. We're okay with this so far, and we'll just have to end our turn. Hopefully they don't have a way to get out. That would be nice if they just have to pass turn, because then we can actually get things moving. Damn it. At least Pidgeotto doesn't die here. So he gets another knockout, but we should be okay. Pidgeotto, because it has free retreat. And Buddy Buddy. Okay. Arven here is good. Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball counter gain. Ultra Ball. For... Yeah, we have to Pidgeot here. Pidgeot. Pidgeot, Quick Search. For Nidoking. Rare Candy Nidoking. Counter gain. Counter gain, retreat into Wob. Take the KO for me. That's fine. You're going to have another boss, but we should be okay. Yes. That's actually okay. Now, Arven. Arven gets us what? Okay, Arvin, let me look here. What's our energy count? 2. Okay, go back. Um, we want, yeah, we want Super Rod and Evolution here, I think. No, we want Counter Catcher. Counter Catcher into the monkey. Quick Search into Rocket. Rocket here. Fez. Okay, well, we can go ahead and retreat here. Now, if he's got boss, he's got boss. He's going to pull up the Monkey Dory. That's fine. That's just name of the game. I think we can do this. I'm pretty sure we can do this. We need to get... Pretty sure we had one more counter catcher in the deck. We can do this. Yep. Yeah, we've got it. Well, do we? Hang on. Because if we knock out Badoo... No, we don't have it. Because that requires... Yeah. Okay, hang on. Pull that up. Oh, shit. Okay, hang on. Arvin for Super Rod Evolution. We're gonna have to do it a different way. An extra turn, damn it. 1 and 1. Unfortunately, we're doing it this way. And we're ending our turn. He's either gonna get it or he's not. He's got it. Very different Marnie list than I was expecting. Yeah, I don't know that I like that particular. I don't know that I like Nidoking, honestly. I need 50 points to get to this next, and I get the coin. So let's flip back over. I mean, I've got all the decks that I want to really kind of put out there. So I guess we'll. What do you guys want to see? You know, there's 4 of you guys here, or at least it says there's 4 of you here. Could be 2 of you. But what do you guys want? What do you guys want to see? Dunking this pole player right now. Are you playing the Spite Ops Control? Yeah. Yeah, playing Spite Ops Control. It was a really fun one. I actually enjoyed it. It actually will close out if I play Spite Ops Control, so yeah, fuck it. Let's play another game of Spite Ops Control. He attached rescue board to his Dreepy, not realizing it has a 4 retreat cost. Yeah. Or maybe potentially hoping he can get something like Neo Upper Energy and get into that, but we'll see. But yeah, hopefully we get another Badoo with a 5 retreat cost. That would be very nice. So I can continue on with the with the counter. We have not. I don't think we've won, but one coin flip. I think maybe. Going first is actually pretty darn good for us as long as we can get. Sure, we'll do it this way. Hopefully, I can get to like Serrano. Okay. Oh, it's a Stevens. Okay. Stevens has a lot of energy acceleration, so this is possible for him to get out of things. Yes, we will take 2, actually. I was hoping for a Serrano. I'm not going to lie to you. Our turn. Erica's invitation. That's just a straight pass. All right. Luckily, it's going to take him a little bit to get into those Metagrosses, so hopefully we can get things moving and grooving, and we'll be all right. Okay, so literally played 2 games with Nidoking. Welcome, Chris. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you, bud. Played 2 games with Nidoking, and it just doesn't have what I want. I'm not going to lie to you, bud. It just doesn't have what I want. It doesn't have it. It's not great. Stevens takes 30 less damage. That's fine. I'm not playing with damage. Another Tarantula. Thank you, sir. Let's go ahead and get this Zoro moving. We'll go ahead and Crushing Hammer here. Love that. Love to see it. We can then go ahead and trade. I think we're going to trade this Zoro away. We've got a Defiance Vest. I like that. Doesn't do us much here, though. And the Night Stretcher's fine. Erica? Sure. Let's see what you got. Okay, you got the research in hand. So you're going to research next turn anyway. That's fine. Chi-Yu coming in hot. If only I were able to use it. Good use of a professor there, not gonna lie. As of what we're cooking right this second, we are playing Spidops Control, sir. It's a Spencer deck. I'll say that. It is mean to play because it is a Spencer deck. Spencer is a bad person for playing this. I stopped playing with it on live because it just kept losing every match on live. Yeah, I'm also really low on the ladder though, so every match I was just basically Twig Pult. So I didn't play. I think I've played 2 Pult decks all day, so I don't know if it's because I'm just on Pokeball ladder. I'm not even on the high tiers. I'm just on Pokeball ladder, and they'll concede. Sure, that'll work for me. But yeah, no, I didn't. I wasn't thrilled with Nidoking, and maybe it's just me not playing it right. Maybe it's me hitting the misplays. In all honesty. But it just felt like there was it just wasn't wanting to cooperate is the best way to put it. Nidoking is actually one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, actually, and for it to be uncooperative was kind of a letdown, not gonna lie. We'll play one more Spidops Control, and then I'm getting off for the night. Psycho Ditto is who our opponent is. Welcome, sir. Welcome to the Thunderdome. All right, 5 of you guys here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. It would help the channel a lot. I love doing this as one of my favorite hobbies. I cannot get enough of this. It is our turn. We're okay with that. We've got the Abra. Abra doesn't really hurt us here. I don't want a lot of this. We'll go ahead and Zoro. We'll then Iono and then see what's after that. Now, Spencer, we've got a chance for a 5 retreat cost Badu. There's a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance? No. So I just had getting numbers I it needed. It was either I overkill single players and lose on the prize trade, or two-shot everything. Yeah. Let's Zoro here. I hear no bell. I do think Iono here is best, and then we can Zoro into something better. Hopefully, getting that Brock. We did not get a Brock, but we did get a Tarantula. We can do the Tarantula. They have not used their. We can go ahead and actually right this second. The accompanying flute kind of doesn't do us anything. Okay, Genesect here. I don't hate it, but I don't know what they're playing. Like, it's Dragapult Monkey, which I think runs either Unfair Stamp, which is worthless to them, or Neo Whip or Energy, which, depending on how I get things rolling, is worthless to them. I'm going to end turn. I don't think we need anything here. I could go get the Iono with the Dedenne. I wasn't a so Chris. I wasn't a fan of. I'm a fan of poison. I think my Glimora deck before I gave it away. I think the Glimora deck was actually kind of proved that I love the poison mechanic in this game. One of the issues I had with it is that when it comes to, actually, let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this Klefki. Oh, an Eerie here. Let me hit you with an Eerie. We can get rid of the Buddy, I guess. Dragapult down. Okay, that's actually not a great hand for them. I don't know that I want to Iono here, but I will do that just so I can get the electromagnetic sonar down, so I can get that Iono back. No, so I get the Eerie back. No, yeah. I like poison. I just don't know that Nidoking. It sucks because Nidoking kind of feels like it's in a bad spot. Might need to go Nidoking, like a full blown Nidoking Monkey Dory, and do like a bother bot, or not a bother bot, a bomb play here. Could be something that we need to do. I mean, Drag Cloak off the rip. Of course it is. Would really like to see a Buddy and a Serrano, honestly. Boss's order. Okay. And a Buddy. I don't hate that. We'll trade away the air. So Erica looks at the top 7, right? Your opponent reveals their hand. No. Let's get rid of the Buddy here. Spidops. There we go. Now it's a 1 retreat cost Badu. We can play Erica here, and we will put down when you play. So, Hawlucha. Bring that active. Now it's a 2 retreat cost Hawlucha. Actually, you know what? I probably should have done the Ursaluna, because that's then a 4 retreat cost Ursaluna. But we'll go ahead and electromagnetic radar this, and we'll get the Iono back. This is slow going, but should be okay. Unless he gets like switch or something, should be okay. Could be getting an Eerie here. He doesn't need a rare candy, so Dragapult comes down. Research. Okay. Could be getting rid of something with Eerie here. Yeah, I should have brought down the Ursaluna, because that Ursaluna would not have been able to escape. Would have been a 4 retreat cost Ursaluna. And unless he had switch, there'd be no way for him to get out of active. So we really got to put the... Okay. Let's trade here. Let's get our Dedenne going. Another Zorua down's not bad. Well, I don't know. Whatever you had, you don't get to have it. There's a Brock. Okay, so we got Brock for next turn. All right, bud. Have fun. Stay safe. Love you, man. Let's do an electromagnetic radar here, or sonar. Let's get our buddy Poffin. He's going to need to use the Hawlucha here. We've got the Buddy Buddy. We've got Spidops. We can get things moving pretty quickly. We've got a Zerosic, so could really mess with his hand too. But he's got to get that into the active. That's how he does it. Ugh. Now that I'm thinking about it, all of our counter catchers are at the bottom of the deck. That's not good at all. That's actually really bad. That's terrible. But we can Ruffian here. We can do that. We can Ruffian here and get rid of this luminous energy. Now he could very easily get his... we'll put the Zoro up front. That's fine with me. Defiance Vest, we're now behind. We'll put the Defiance Vest here. We can then Buddy Buddy. Oh, wait. Yeah, we're going to have to do it this way. We're going to have to put multiple down so that we can get that Spidops up. Let's trade here. I don't mind getting rid of a Brock to see what we get. Crushing Hammer and Artisan. Okay. We can Crushing Hammer here. Got it. We'll get rid of the Fire Energy. We'll use Ruffian. And we'll get rid of that. We can then... I don't think we need Artisan here. I think we're good. Spidops. Brock scouting Spidops? So that could be a thing. Okay. Okay, so Ultra Ball, that's not... Okay. That gets him what? Another... Yeah, Dry Cloak. Okay. I think we Brock scouting into a Zoroark. Wait, shit. Did we get rid of a Zoroark? No, we did not. Okay. Jet Headbutt. Okay. Let's see what we get here. Countercatcher. I like that a lot. Countercatcher into Badoo. Spite Ops down. Brox. Let's go ahead and get ourselves another Zoro here. Zoro down. Zoro into a Artisan. Okay. We can then Zoro. I feel like we Zoro away the Brox here because we could end up pulling into a Serrano. That works. Yeah, and then we'll end our turn. Yes, draw more cards. So right now we're sitting at a 2 retreat cost Badoo. 2 retreat cost Badoo. Do we have any? We do not. Okay, so we have 1 Tarantula in prize. So we can make it a 4 retreat cost Badoo, but not a 5 retreat cost Badoo. Ultra Ball getting Dragapult. Okay. How many, Spencer, how many, if you're still here, how many Crushing Hammers do we run? Just the 2? Is it 2? Let me look. Crushing, hammer 1. 1 Crushing Hammer. Okay, brings up the boss. That's fine. Can't get out of active, so we're pretty happy with that. Okay, we're happy with this. We'll put Zoro back up front. I don't mind that. We can then trade. Getting the Buddy Buddy. Another Zorano. Let's go ahead and trade. Getting rid of the Buddy Buddy. Or another Spite Ops. Now we have a 3 retreat cost Badoo. And we're pretty happy. Don't need that. We can put Genesect down. Don't want to use anything. Let's Serrano anyway. I don't think, yeah, we didn't have any more Tarantulas, but we've got a Gravity Gemstone, so we could be pulling it. Okay. I don't see any Ionos. This is bad. This is actually very bad. Okay, Recon Directive. Okay, he is now ahead of us as far as the card race goes. So we're actually not upset with this. A Turo will do it. That's 2 Turos, though, isn't it? Yeah, he runs 2 Turos. Okay. Okay. We got another Defiance Vest here. We'll go ahead and throw that here. Let's see. We'll go ahead and boss order up this Maractus, and we'll go ahead and Picnic Basket. And we'll... This Maractus is now a 5 retreat cost Maractus, and I'm very happy with that. There's no way he runs 3 Turo. Okay, another Brock Scouting. This'll brag. Okay, that'll grab the Dragapult. And I think it might just be a slow death here. Okay. There's a Miracle Headset, though. We'll be playing that for sure. Let's get our Iono, and let's... Is that a... Yeah, that is a 5 retreat cost Maractus that you see. I think here we just want... I think we want Erika's, actually. Did you get rid of... What Pokemon did you get rid of? Okay, you got rid of the Ursaluna, so we don't want that. Yeah, I know, I should have grabbed that. We'll get rid of a Serrano and see what we grab. There's the Chi-Yu. We'll go ahead and do it again. Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. We're okay. Did we use our penny yet? We have not used our penny. We're okay. We haven't used our Turo either, now that I'm thinking about it. We're actually really quite good right this second. Hey, starting. Okay, he's going to make it so that we can't retreat. That's fine. Hits us with an Iono. We're okay with this. There's that Gravity Gemstone. Let's see. We've got 2 energy. One of them is the basic fire, so we can put that down. This does what, 20? So we'll do 40 each time. But it doesn't matter because we're behind on prizes, so the 40 doesn't happen. Oh, it's so good. Let's go ahead and hit you with an Eerie. What do you got? Well, yeah, we'll get rid of 2 of your buddies. We can then... I can't retreat. That's a problem. Hold on. Defendant can't retreat. Okay, we're fine with that. Let's trade here. We can get rid of a Spidops because we know we don't have another Tarantula. And I think here we can get rid of the Brocks. Counter catchers. There we go. We're pretty happy with that, actually. Because that'll be at least a 4 retreat cost Munkidori, so that then we can use the Gravity Gemstone. Sure, we'll do this. Yep, Badoo's going to come down. And we're pretty happy. So far, we're pretty happy with this. That monkey's not doing a whole lot there, is it? Dragapult's not happy. No more Turos in the deck, I would guess. It only runs 2. I can only imagine running 2. Oh, Genesect. Welcome. That's actually what I was hoping you would like. That's the best case scenario because now your monkey is a 5 retreat cost Munkidori. Oh, and I don't see And you can't use your A-Spec now, so... Intern, I guess. Hey, Spencer, I don't know if you noticed, but that right there is a 5 retreat cost Monkey Dory. Let's get rid... Hopefully we get the Zerosic here. We do not. We know we still have Iono, though. We have Iono and Zerosic, so hopefully it's Zerosic off the top deck. It is not. We're going to have to do it this way, aren't we? I think I screwed myself there, boys. Yep. I don't think I did this one right. Our Turo's in here. Our Penny is in here. This is not going well. Damn it. Our prizes fucked us. Okay, pass his turn. Let's at least do this. See what you get rid of. Yeah, we didn't get it this time, boys. Okay, hits us with that. Let's see what we've got on Luminous. Let's see. Not a whole lot here, boys. I think we're just going to have to... We're going to be the ones who deck out in a control deck. Damn. I'm actually okay with this. I'm very bad at this, so we'll just end our turn. That's a counter catcher. We don't have it. I concede. I don't think I would have grabbed anything different. I think we just had bad prizes. Like if we had had Turo, we could have started with the Chi-Yu and started really like powering through their deck. But we, yeah. See, and I'm seeing that, and I just, yeah. I'm learning. I'm still learning, but it's okay. I'm still learning. Thank you to the 5 of you who are still currently with me through that terrible slog. It is now, though, past my bedtime. Well, not bedtime, but past stream ending time. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the little Magikarp and my championship playmat from back in the day. But other than that, not to brag or anything, but definitely to brag. I'm going to go ahead and end stream there. If you guys would, please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things that continue to help me do this. If you're new, thank you for showing up. There we had a couple of different new people. If you're still in here for some reason, Brandon Sinclair, thank you for showing up. I really appreciate you. And where is you? There you are, Bartek. Bartek, thank you for joining me as well, being new. I love you guys. Have fun. Stay safe.